Next, I am pleased to introduce Captain John A. Romano. Captain Romano was born in New York City in 1923 and moved to Rhode Island in 1925. His parents lived, raised children, and were in business in East Greenwich. His grandparents owned a produce farm and vineyard in Davisville, which became part of the area now known as the United States Navy Seabees Base and Quonset Point Naval Air Station. Together with his wife Teresa, they ran Palermo's restaurant, more commonly known as Pal's, until their retirement in 1995. They have two children, Teresa, or Terry Romano, who is here, a retired North Kingstown teacher, and Lieutenant Jack Romano, who is also here, a retired Providence fireman, and for the past 40 years, an assistant scout troop leader for East Greenwich. Captain Romano attended LaSalle Academy and studied economics at Rhode Island State College, which is now URI. He joined the Naval Aviation Program, V5, in 1942, attending Wesleyan University for orientation, University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill physical training, Piper training in Roanoke, Virginia, and primary training in a Stearman N2S in Monroe, Virginia. He graduated and received his wings in 1945. After graduation, Captain Romano served in World War II aboard the USS FDR. Shortly after returning home and joining a reserve anti-submarine unit out of Squantum, Massachusetts, he was recalled to active duty for the Korean War. He completed 2 carrier tours during the Korean War and the beginning of the Vietnam War on the USS Essex and the USS Oriskany, flying high-altitude photo missions. He was a Navy production test pilot for Douglas Aircraft Company in California. Captain Romano logged 3,500 hours during his career. Nearly half of them were in jets. In the latter half of his incredible career, Captain Romano served as a recruiting officer, an aircraft maintenance and administrative officer, a manpower and material officer, and an executive officer at the Naval Air Station at Quonset Point until his retirement in 1975. On the home front, John was elected as a Rhode Island State Representative from 1972 to 1974, and a Rhode Island State Senator from 1974 to 1983. John is a member of the East Greenwich Veteran Firemen's Association, East Greenwich Historic Preservation Society, East Greenwich Free Library, East Greenwich Yacht Club, the Ward Room Club, and the Rhode Island Pilots Association. He is a former member of the Board of Directors for the URI Extension Services, Kent County Cancer Society, and the Navy League. Captain Romano was inducted into the Rhode Island Aviation Hall of Fame and the LaSalle Academy Hall of Fame. John spent over 30 years in the United States Navy, which brought him to places around the globe, but East Greenwich, Rhode Island has always been considered home to him and his family. John will be celebrating his 102nd birthday in August. Please join me in honoring Captain John Romano, one of our town's most honored veterans and cherished residents.